this is Kate. Welcome to Covert Narcissist 101. Thank you for joining me. Haven't subscribed? Please do. Guys, today's topic, my changes, 3 signs that the love bomb is over for the new supply and the effect they have on your children. There's also new supply and your children. Now, eventually, obviously, things move from this is a circle of the covert narcissist relationship. It moves from the love bomb phase, the devaluation, then eventually the discard. Now, signs that this have shifted for the new supply. One is they are venting to your children. If you have teenagers like I do, they now start talking to them, and you might wonder why are they venting to your teens. Well, the covert narcissists obviously at this point probably have either succeeded in pushing people away from the new supply, so now they're isolated, or they didn't even have that much support to begin with, so it's quite easy to not have anybody to talk to. So, but your children who are still visiting or still live with the covert narcissists, available. So eventually, obviously, they've seen how your kids are being treated by the covert narcissists, and in the beginning, it looked like they were all on the same team, but now they kind of understand that, this is what it is. So now you see they're talking to the children. They're venting to the children. That's what is going on in my case now, where my son is who the new supply is talking to about things and that's going on with him and the covert narcissist, which I quite don't appreciate that, but I see what's going on. So she now realized that this might not be a long-lasting thing for her, But then she's talking to my child. So yes, they'll be venting to your teenage kids, older kids, that what is is happening. Number 2, guys, is of course another thing is trying to get to you, and this is where they're almost trying to befriend you or reaching out to you. Kind of, this is something that is trying to happen in my case, which I will not be allowing because they're sending messages to your kids. Oh, your mom is nice. Your mom is like a nice person to know. I know that's something I've heard recently, and me on my own, I just want to stay in my lane, and everybody stay in their own lane, right? So that boundary still be there, because at the end of the day, if you remember what I told you guys, as long as they're still attached to covert narcissists, it doesn't matter really. These are not some people that you be buddies with. Aside from the fact that, you communicate with them to keep track of where your children are, because sometimes you do not know where your kids are, and they're the ones that will tell you. But other than that, I don't think they're the people that should be, hanging out 24/7 or be best friends with. And that's just not, that boundary is not, it needs to be established. Another one, guys, of course, is there's going to be some increase or decrease in all the social media attention-seeking posts and whatever it is they do. Now, there's going to be an increase because, especially if depending on how they got in there to begin with, because sometimes the new supply knew who you were. They were going off of what the covert narcissist tell them. They're trying to show you, like they knew who you were. In most situations, in that case, when things start going down, you see an increase in the post. It will be unusual. It'll be above what they normally post, seeking attention on Instagram, on Facebook, or whatever you have about, how life is, because they are still trying to be in denial of what is actually going on. But because of the way they enter the relationship to begin with, you see them go above and beyond, extra than what they were doing before. Now you will see a decrease in this post because for people that didn't know about you, they just got in there. They didn't know that they married, they lied to them or whatever. So now they're in there, and in the beginning they were doing all the posts because the covert narcissist showed them that how. They need to show you. They need to show you how you didn't want them to have the children, or how you don't want the children to visit, or stuff like that. So the person be thinking that they're on the same thing. So yeah, they'll be posting pictures with your kids, group vacation pictures, what have you. But then when the stuff start going down, they understand what is going on. They might not understand who they're dealing with, but they understand that this is naturally not what was happening a few months ago or last year. You see the decrease in the social media posts. There's not much showing of the life we're living, because now they understand this is not actually the life they're living. So how they're living actually starts showing, where they're not posting anything. So they go from posting every vacation, everything they're doing, to all of a sudden silent. And that is how it is in my case for the people that are still looking at the social media posts. And according to my children, how, because over there in the beginning, it was all, we're going to take a picture here. They go over there, they put matching T-shirts or whatever it is they're doing. Now, that's not something that they're doing anymore. They're not doing that anymore. So when the new supply now understands, they're decreasing the post. So these are some of the things that you notice when stuff has moved from the love bombing phase to now they're doing the devaluation phase. Some of these things that you witness with your children, because I'm focused on how this affect your children and how they relate to your children. So definitely you're going to see that your children might be therapists for them. There might be people to vent to because they have nobody else to vent to. Or they're trying to send messages to your kids to reach out to you. That has happened to me where, oh, your mom is like a nice person to get to know. Okay, or they post no more posts with your children on the social media. Or there's an increase, a ridiculous increase in overexposure of things on social media. In that case, something is going down. All right, guys, get a hold of your mind and everything will fall into place. Please like and share. Take care.